Good evening and welcome to Orenda Books at Bedtime. I'm Karen Sullivan, publisher of Orenda Books, and tonight we're going to take you to the stars. Of course, it could be only one book. It's Louise Beach's Call Me Stargirl. Now this is Louise's first psychological thriller. As she defines herself, she's genre fluid. She's written everything from historical fiction to women's literary fiction and even romance, which saw her shortlisted for the most popular romantic novel of the Year award in the RNA Awards earlier this year. Now this is a stunning psychological thriller. It's full of her trademark character-driven narrative, unforgettable characters. It's creepy, it's dark, it's thrilling, beautifully written, and I have to say that when I got this in from Louise for first edits, I found myself crying without even knowing. It's so moving, it's just an incredible achievement. I had to sit in a dark room for a little while after reading it for the first time. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Pregnant Victoria Valvin was brutally murdered in an alley 3 weeks ago, and her killer still hasn't been caught. Tonight is Stella McKeever's final radio show. The theme is secrets. You tell her yours, and she'll share some of hers. Stella might tell you about Tom, a boyfriend who likes to play games. About the mother who abandoned her, now back after 14 years. She might tell you about the perfume bottle with the star-shaped stopper, or about her father. What Stella really wants to know is more about the mysterious man calling the station, who says that he knows who killed Victoria and has proof. Tonight is the night for secrets, and Stella wants to know everything. Now, when we sent this out to other authors and the press to read, the response was immediate and unbelievable. Callie Taylor said it's an atmospheric, haunting and beautifully written page-turner. Erin Kelly said, as twisty and deadly as barbed wire, this book will leave you breathless. Prima Magazine, that's Nina Patel, says superb storytelling. It's claustrophobic, unsettling and intense. And Will Dean, the author, of course, of Dark Pines, said, compelling, twisty and seriously addictive. Claire Allen says, twists and turns at a head-staggering rate to a devastating climax. And Miranda Dickinson said, tense, twisted and utterly compelling, written with such raw beauty and unflinching honesty. And it gives me great pleasure now to hand you over to Louise.
Hello and welcome to another Orenda Bedtime Stories, or Orenda After Dark, as I'm not allowed to call it, but I will. Don't worry, I'll keep it semi-dark since we're we're before 9 o'clock, it's only just after 8. So this time I'm going to do you a little reading from the comfort of my duvet from my brand new psychological thriller, Call Me Stargirl. So rather than do just one big lump for you, I'm going to read various little extracts because I think that gives a more enticing picture and a bigger variety. So I'm not going to tell you whose voice I'm reading. You can piece it together, or you can buy the book and find out for yourself. So this is a few extracts from Call Me Stargirl. Sandra hadn't mentioned my mum for ages. What was there to say? A year on and no phone call, no visit. It must have shocked her. Sometimes I caught her looking at me, tears of pity in her eyes. I hated it. No one needs to feel sorry for me. I'm not less fortunate. If I could freeze my hurt with an open window, then no one needed to help me. There was nothing to comfort. So I went to bed that night, slept under my stars, embraced the chill. I took the perfume bottle from my school bag and stood it on the bedside table. I liked how it flashed in the orange streetlight outside my window. It should never be hidden away, never be taken away. I'd kill anyone who destroyed it. Once again, I didn't whisper aloud the welcome home speech for my mum. Not then, not any other night after. It tried to find its way into my mouth sometimes though. Mum, I'm happy you're back. I've wished for this every day, but you... No, I won't think of it. You don't need to stay. I talk to you at night. I see you in the stars, and that's... I said no. Enough. If you're better up there where the light never goes. If I let you back into daytime, you might leave me again. So I'll be with you in the sky. No, I am the sky. Okay. It's just me. Me and Victoria Valbon. I can smell blood and perfume and night air. Tell them, Stella. Let me rest in peace. Only you can do that. Tell them and I might forgive you. I sit back at the desk. Gilly Morgan is talking about a charity event again. She will be there, she says, auctioning wedding dresses, raising money for cancer. I get my mobile phone and turn it off. Then I hover one finger on the fader, ready to silence Gilly, and another over the mic button. I have done my last show. I have played my last song. But I am not done. I have not said my last words. What will I say, though? How to tell this story? No, I will not think about it until I say it. I will not plan it. I will let the words come as they may. Let them find their own way. And then Victoria might forgive me. But will anyone else? Are they listening? Are they all asleep? Vicky, I whisper to the room. Now you can leave me alone. Then I push down the fader, slide up the mic. I am the woman who knows. And now they all will too. I speak. A little one more for you. Just a very brief one. Where do I belong? The stars? Who do I belong to? The sky? I hear them all screaming my name. My mum, Tom, Stephen, the man who knows. I hear, almost lost in the chorus, Victoria calling me too. And then there's another voice, one I don't recognise. Yet it's one I know. My father. Yes, I think. It's my father. Stella, 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 they all chant. Stella, Stella, Stella. But they've got it wrong. Don't call me Stella. Call me Stargirl. So I hope you enjoyed little readings from my brand new psychological thriller. It's probably out in ebook by the time you're listening to this, and definitely out in paperback very soon. That's it for me this evening. Good night. I'm off to sleep now after that story.
Thank you, Louise. And thank you for listening. We'll see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. for another episode of Orenda Books at Bedtime.